In the previous video, we talked about things you need to know about a woman you want to get married to. And a lot of you under that in the comment section of that video requested for a part two. So this is a follow-up video. This is the part two of the things you need to look out for or the things you need to know about a person before you decide to get married to them. Now, like you already know, or if you're new here, hi, this is Real Talk with IJ, and I'm your host, IJ. On here, we talk about all things love, sex, and relationship. I try to help better your relationship and help you choose or pick the best woman for you. Now, what I usually say before I start videos like this, I always tell you that marriage is more than just the physical. It is more than just what you're seeing right in front of you. It is more than just this beautiful person, handsome person you're seeing, tall with dark eyes or blue eyes, light skin, dark skin, coily hair, straight hair, whatnot. It's more than the big nyash and the big breast that is right in front of you. It is more than that. Marriage is 24 hours. Marriage is 100, 100. It is not 50-50. So before you ask that big question and say, will you marry me? There are things you definitely need to get your heart prepared for. There are things you definitely need to know about this person so that you are ready. So that you are ready for what you're about to get into. So firstly, family background and history. Now, this is very, very, very important. I don't know about other parts of the world, but where I'm from, Nigeria, and the eastern part, before anybody gets married, your people or there are people sent to your in-law to be's place to know about their background, to know about the family history, to know about the family background, to know if there are so that you are not shocked about anything, to know if they actually stay in marriages, to know if they have history of violence where wives always kill their husband, to know if they have history of barrenness, to know if they have history of any sicknesses that keeps reoccurring, like maybe mental health issues, asthma, to know if they even have something as common as albinism, because maybe you don't want to have albinos in your lineage, but maybe she has albinos in her lineage. So it's not a big deal, but you need to know all of this so that your wife don't give birth to a light-skinned baby with blonde hair and you start saying she has gone to cheat on you, because something as simple as this can happen and your marriage will scatter. So it is very, very important that you know your wife to be history, the family history. You need to know what their family background is like. It is very, very important, especially with mental health. See, mental health awareness, thank God for this generation, it is becoming very, very visible. A lot of people are being vocal about mental health because a lot of times, something as little as stress can trigger madness in somebody. And then you say they are mad or it's juju, like Nigerians would say. But it is very important that before you get married to a girl, you go and know about her background so that you don't get any shockers. Now, why I said background and I did not just say, oh, you guys should go check your blood group and all of that, is because those are the basic. Because I assume that you already know that before you get married, you need to go check your blood type and all of that to be sure that you are both compatible and you're not going to have sickle cell, because that is a big deal. Okay, sickle cell is a big deal. So go read about it if you don't have an idea of what I'm talking about. But it's very important that you check very well the history and the background of the girl you are about to get married to. Secondly, we're going to talk again on finance. Now, the previous time we talked about finance, we talked about how she handles money and if she's going to, help you increase or bring you down on all of that. Now, today on finance, what we are talking about is what is her financial life like? Now, why I put this here is because I have a lot of people watching me from US, Canada, Australia, and every other part of the Europe and all of that. Okay, so you need to be very sure the girl you're getting married to. You need to be sure about her finance. A lot of people have debts. I am telling you, a lot of people have debts. You don't want to marry a beautiful face that has loans that you have to start taking care of because she's now your legal wife. People are very cunning. People are very unfair. People can be very wicked, honestly. So you need to be sure of who you're getting married to. Now, I might not really understand exactly how the financial stuff work abroad, but like I'm sure there's a way to check if this person is living on debt, or you can just plainly ask them, what is your this one score and that score and this score and that score, so that you know what you're getting married to. Even as a lady, if you're watching this, a lot of men are also in debt. So if you're also a man, it is very important that you are upfront about your finance, especially if you have debts. Now, I personally know of someone who started dating a man who was dating a young girl here in the UAE, and he had a very big loan he took from the bank, and they started dating and all of that. Now he already had this issue. He was already getting calls and everything for him to come sort out his debts and all of that. But he made this girl, he got her engaged, and made her so hooked up on him. And by the time she realized that he was in a big mess, she was already so much in love with him that she was running up and down to try to help him fix the mess that he put himself into. Now, yes, love is working out and is working fine for them, but that was really unfair of him to do that to someone. So imagine if it was you and the girl was bringing all of these baggages. I mean, you could still help them out, but it is very important that you find out so that it's not a surprise for you, so that you know if you are willing to sort out people's debt or if you are not ready for all of that. So it's very important that you find out their financial situation. Find out their financial situation so that you don't get married and you have carried a lot of, Yoruba people will say gbese. You've carried a lot of problem on yourself that you're not prepared for. So make sure you do these checks. Very important before you decide to get married to them. Thirdly, and this is very, 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 very important, is life expectation. Now, why I just termed it life expectation rather than just breaking it down, because I don't want to make this video too lengthy. What I mean by life expectation is, what are people expecting out of life when you're together? What is she expecting? What are you expecting? Are you expecting to live in a small township? Is she expecting to live in the Burj Khalifa area of Dubai? Like, what is it? What are you? Where are you planning to raise your kids? Do you want to be, you raise your kid around the farm area? Do you want to raise your kids around factory area or industrial areas? You people should know what you are expecting. Are you expecting to live your life where you are for the rest of your life in your small village, or you want to move abroad? Because some people want to get married and oh, let's plan and travel abroad, while you're very comfortable with how your business is going around where you are. So don't run away from things as important as this, because you don't want to ask those important questions that will now scare this person away from you, or the person will now say no and the marriage will not work out because you're so desperate to get married to this person. You are scared of asking this important question. Ask these questions, okay? Find out what they expect out of life in marriage. This can even involve kids. Like, how many children are we looking to have? Are we even looking to have kids at all? Because, like it or not, there are a lot of people that don't want to have kids. So you need to ask this question. There are a lot of people that have also been diagnosed. They have confirmed that they are barren or impotent. So you need to actually ask this question. Find out from your person. Go for as many medical checkups as possible to find out that, okay, if we're going to have kids, let's go and check and be sure that we are very okay to have kids. And if your partner starts running away from going to those medical checkups, then it's a red flag. Okay, so find out what is expected, what you guys are expecting out of life, what she wants out of life. You don't want to marry a Gen Z baddie that wants to get married and then she wants to have kids in the next 5 years. Not immediately. But because you are in your 40s, you're thinking once we get married, boom, pregnancy immediately. But in her mind, she's thinking once she get married, or she wants to slay for like 3-4 years before kids. Now, once you guys get married and you're trying to get her pregnant and she's saying, no, I don't want to get pregnant, that's how you start having issues here and there. So it is very important that you find out about all of this. Ask those difficult questions that you are afraid of asking. Now, I can make a complete video on 5 or 6 questions that you must ask your partner before you ask her to marry you. Now, if you want me to make a video on that, let me know at the end of this video, and I will tell you exactly 5 very, very important questions that you must find out from your partner before you ask that person to marry you. So guys, that's the end of the video for today. Let me know what you think about this video in the comment section, and let me know if you want me to make this into a series. Guys, don't also forget that I have a membership where you can do a private coaching with me, where we get to speak twice in a week on WhatsApp, or we can jump on a video call if you want us to discuss further on your relationship, issues and all of that. But I hope that most of these videos here will be beneficial to you, and it will help your relationship get better. So until next time, don't forget to like this video and share it to as many people that needs to see it. So have an amazing, amazing weekend, and have an amazing week, and bye for now. Mwah.